Dice and Slice, how to play. The object of the game is to score the most points. You score points by slicing your pizza's score sheet into high-scoring slices. Give each player a score sheet and pencil. Set up the box dice tower like so. The player who most recently ate pizza goes first. On your turn, drop both dice in the dice tower to roll them. Once rolled, pick one die and mark its dot arrangement on your score sheet. Then, all the other players must use the other die to mark its dot arrangement on their score sheets. When marking your score sheet, you are allowed to rotate the dot arrangement in 90-degree increments to fit however you like, but you may not rotate it partially so it is diagonal. The dots on the die grid must line up with the dots on the score sheet. Dots may be placed at the edge of your score sheet so long as no dots are hanging off the edge of the grid. You are allowed to overlap any number of existing dots on your score sheet, so long as at least one new dot is placed. Only mark newly placed dots. Ignore overlaps. Whenever two dots are orthogonally adjacent to each other, you must connect those dots with a line. Do not connect dots diagonally. Whenever you connect dots, you are slicing your pizza. Whenever you slice a square or rectangle shape in your score sheet pizza that is made up of 15 or less of the smallest squares, you have created a scoreable slice. Scoreable slices cannot be in any shape other than a rectangle or square, and they may not contain any dots or lines inside them. If they do, then the slice is not scoreable and will need to be sliced further into smaller pieces before it can score points. The moment you fully enclose a scoreable slice that contains one or more toppings in it, then you may immediately place an extra dot anywhere on your score sheet for each topping if you want. The dots must be placed that same turn. They cannot be saved for later. Bonus dots from toppings may only be used once. So, once you place an extra dot, cross off the corresponding topping to indicate it. However, if a scoreable slice with a topping was subdivided on a later turn and you haven't used its bonus dot yet, then you could place the extra dot then. The top of your score sheet indicates topping bonuses you can score. The first player to make a scoreable slice that contains exactly the indicated toppings and nothing else immediately scores the indicated bonus points by circling the bonus toppings while the other players cross them out. If multiple players score the same bonus at the same time, even if one of them used a bonus dot to do so, then both those players score the bonus points. Crossed off toppings used for bonus dots still count for topping bonuses. However, once a scoreable slice scores a topping bonus, those toppings may not score additional future topping bonus points if that scoreable slice was reduced in size on a later turn. Toppings that earn bonus points still give you bonus dots the turn you earn them if you want. The game ends at the end of the turn when one player has sliced the entire perimeter of their score sheet pizza and has made slices inside of it in such a way that the pizza does not contain any slices larger than 15 squares. Players then calculate their scores by counting up the number of scoreable slices with the same number of squares and entering those numbers on the right of their score sheet, then multiplying them by their point value. Slices that aren't scoreable don't count for anything. Add up your bonus point total in the bottom box with the star. Add everything together, and the player with the most points wins.